Dennis, thank you so much for your time today. It's really nice to virtually meet you. How you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Not too bad. Excited to get to talk to you. I was a big fan of Ray Donovan, so to see you on this project is makes me happy, and to further get to talk to you about it, even more happy.
Likewise, my man.
You play one of the people trying to take out the armored truck and rob it. Tell me about your character because it's really interesting because we have a Sylvester Stallone who plays you kind of your leader with a code, and some of you guys are getting a little antsy.
Yes, I play Smoke, who is, Sly's, Brooks, uh, I would say close to partner. He's the leader, but they've obviously been partnered and friends for a long time. And this was a heist that they thought would be easy, and it did not go the way they wanted it to. And he's had a bit of a change of heart, and my character is underlyingly anxious because he doesn't care, depending on what you believe is going on underneath in his guts, and he needs to get it done, and feels like it's been done amateurishly, and that Rook is starting to slip.
Yeah, so I'm really curious about how much of a backstory do you get for characters like this because we're so focused on the act of the robbery and also the tension of trying to resolve it. I wonder how much are you given as far as this is what your character has and this is why he's acting this sort of way.
Yeah, look, the reason, people keep asking me what the reason why I did this movie is because I feel like, you need to bring a vulnerability to bad guys and show something underneath. Now, with the amount of time that we had, and the conditions and everything, it's always tough. But what drew me to it was like there's this relationship between these two guys who have worked together, that are friends, and that this is going awry, and both of them are going in different directions. And I always want to play a heavy, with some weight, some underneath. It all ends up, in the edit. I think we did that to an extent. Of course, in my brain, I always want to go deeper into that kind of character underneath, but it's also an action movie that has to move. So, but that's what's interesting to me, is to see like these guys breaking up over morality, and probably something underneath that's going on with both of them in their lives. If you could show even a hint of that, then you did your job.
It's interesting because while you and Stallone's characters are kind of drifting apart in your what you want to do to get ahead, meanwhile Jason and Joss as the father and son in the armored truck are getting closer and closer. And in the end, I think it's what prevails. You want to talk a little bit about that theme of really just coming together.
Well, them coming together.
Yeah, and then also the mirror of seeing you guys and drifting apart.
Yeah, I mean, I think human contact solo, is always easier to get underneath things in a personal way. And if you have a group, especially people who are out for themselves more, and then you get into a bigger group, it gets frayed, and can shatter easily. So the little moments that my character and Slice could get to that bit, which I think we'd love to have been shown more. Uh, that one on one is everything, and so with Jason and Josh, they're in there. Um, Building again, and building and realizing stuff, and coming to terms, and that's what makes it perfect, because here you are, you have this, like, I think it's that's the story, right? It's like when we're one on one with each other, like, as quick as we have to do it, you and I can get to a lot of stuff because we can ask questions to each other, It's way easier to do that on a one-on-one basis than with a big group of people that are all, frazzled and thinking about themselves, and you have to calm everybody down and then go one to, but I think solo connection is key in that in life and definitely in this movie. So that's why they prevail and we.
Yeah, it definitely makes it a lot easier to focus and to really get to the point and to really enjoy more of that those action sequences that come along with it. Tell me about your experience in working with Stallone as the person who's your brother, but also brother in arms. You know what I mean? And then just getting to work with him in general.
Look, I mean, of course, it was a big reason why I did this. I mean, he's sly and he's done everything, and I really enjoy again his like more directorial brain these days because I feel like I have the same uh, vibe, and I think we that's why he was into me, and I was certainly when I was hired into him, and it was just quick and easy, and we both were like, duh, 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 let's do this, let's do that. Hey, maybe you say this. Oh yeah, that's good. You say that. It was just it was easy, and for me to do that with a legend like himself was obviously a no-brainer. And he was just fun, and but I really enjoyed, not just the acting, but the plotting of how to get these things done in the right way so that we had it for them to cut.
Yeah, well, in order to do that, also you need to have a great director with Justin Rout, and
Yeah.
I thought that some of his choices in making personal connections between some of the characters, and then also just taking advantage of the armored truck to sometimes on a budget that you have and able to make a good movie. And it works, and I really love indie filmmakers who can make good choices like that. Talk to me about Justin.
Well, I think the whole his credit is it's like thank God we obviously we had, well, not obviously, but we had the we built the truck in the studio. I wasn't there, but we had to do that because they would have been cooking, and there was a few transitional crossovers, but the way that we did it in such a short period of time was, I think, an homage to the benefit of having incredible crew surrounding incredible, helpful people. Kale, the DP. I want to name all my stunt guys, but I can't at the moment. But they're incredible. Like all this stuff, like everybody was willing to throw down. It's such a short period of time, and everybody was open to suggestion as well because obviously Sly is going to come on set and you're going to go, whoever the director is, you're going to go, okay, you got to listen to what he's saying because he knows and he does. And um and I think Justin and the writers and the crew really adapted to how do we figure this out again to get what we need in the can. And I think the other beautiful shots that expanded the whole movie make it more beautiful experience, and so it's not just all contained. So it was good. It was a great experience.
Dash, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. I appreciate you coming on here and talking with me about armor, and I hope to get to talk to you again soon.
Likewise, my man.